Alright, so today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm at a park near where I live, and for a while now I've been wanting to do a terrarium, so that's why I'm here. I've done terrariums in the past, but only little tiny ones, and I got a big glass jar, which I'll show you in a little bit. And the reason I wanted to do something bigger this time, not only because I wanted to be able to fit more moss and plants and things like that inside, I also want to try my hand at maintaining a colony of small insects like isopods, or maybe even something like a centipede or something. So I'm at this park and I'm gonna try to find just like some leaves, decaying matter that I can kind of base this terrarium on. Oh, and one more thing before I get started here. Thanks to everyone who's subscribed so far. I know I'm only at 10 subscribers, but to me that's a big deal because just the fact that anyone's interested in watching some of these things that I do for one of my random hobbies, I don't know, I think it's pretty cool. Anyways, let's get into it. So I was walking along this wall here and I noticed there was this little path, and I think I'll probably get most of what I want from back in here. But before I do that, I'm going to show you the jar I got. Alright, so here it is. It's definitely bigger than any of the other containers I have. One thing to note, if you've watched any of my other videos, you'll know this is one of the clasp lids, the ones that I said that I didn't really like very much. It is true that I like the other kind of containers better, but to be honest, that whole effort of making the solid top lids clear was a little bit too much work. And I haven't really been able to find any containers that I really like with a clear lid that isn't a clasp. So I'm stuck with this for now. All right, time to collect some stuff. So at first I'm looking for some soil, but I did come across this log here that's rotting away, and this will be perfect to put along with the soil. First of all, it's a good source of carbon, and also just a good source of food for whatever insects I end up getting in here. So, not surprisingly, I've found tons of organic matter in soil that I could use. Unfortunately, it has very few insects in it, so I'm going to try to head over to another park nearby and see if I can find some areas that are a little more moist. I'm hoping that would have a lot more insects in it. Alright, so as you can see, I went to a different park that has a stream, and I was lucky enough to find a bunch of little insects, including some isopods, so I'm hopeful that that's enough. Now just for the plants. So I think I'll take a few of these, and as much moss as I can fit in this little container. Alright, so I definitely got all the things I wanted to get for this terrarium. Now it's just time to take it all home and put it together.
Okay, so I'm going to cut this part here actually. First of all, I like to keep my videos pretty short so they're easily digestible, but also because I made a pretty big mistake. I did all the collection a couple days ago, and I was in a rush that day, so I put the jar with most of the items on a shelf for me to come back to today, and well, I didn't realize how much sun that shelf got, and I ended up cooking pretty much all the insects, so that sucks pretty bad. I'm gonna go back out there to get more, and in the next part, I'll show you how I put everything together. Well, see you next time.